Hey guys, and welcome to Day to Day Scott, where I bring you daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. 6 days a week, not 7. Gotta give one day to the family, so 6 days a week I will bring you content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. Now, how do I do that, and why is my channel unique? So, what I do as an entrepreneur, I started my business this month, and as an entrepreneur, I communicate my learnings from each day. As you'll know, from someone who's hungry for growth and learning, or who is an entrepreneur and started their business recently, you'll know you learn an unbelievable amount each day due to having to wear so many hats in business. So that's what I do, is I communicate my learnings from each day. It allows me to learn from these videos, and it allows you to learn, and it allows us to build a community to communicate to each other and feel comfortable to communicate to each other as entrepreneurs, to be fully transparent and help each other with our issues, tell each other about how we're doing well, and obviously help with our emotions as well, because it's a tough old time as an entrepreneur, and you'll know yourself being an entrepreneur. It is tough, and you have your good times and your bad times, and that's why, to build the strength of the community, I will be fully transparent in every one of my videos. And probably what you've noticed in my past few videos, I'm getting a bit more deeper, and you're seeing another layer to me, and that's what I'm really trying to push, because it allows me to learn more, it allows you to feel more confident, it just allows us to grow a genuine community. So that's why we're unique, and that's why you should stay. I hope you do stay, and welcome back to the beautiful people that already watch these videos, and obviously welcome to the new ones that are on this video now. So this is a funny one. The title might throw you off a bit. I'm not a crazy person, but this video is, am I too controlling? Okay, am I too controlling? Stay tuned and we'll look into it. Hey guys, and welcome back. So, our 48th daily blog. Yeah, fuck yeah. 48th daily blog, which is awesome. Am I too controlling? So, let me give you a bit more flesh to this. Actually, I'm going to give you a quote before I carry on. Now, I couldn't find out who does this quote, but I've had it in my head for a few years now. It's a great quote, and I just want to communicate it before I carry on. And I'm going to say, the more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. Okay, I'll leave that quote with you, and then we'll go through this information. We'll come back to it. Okay, so as a person in general, just me as a person, not looking into business or anything, I am a very organised person. My friends will tell you that, my family will tell you that. I am a very organised person. I like to know what's happening, when it's happening, and how it's happening. I like that, and I know I'm like that. I have a lot of controlling tendencies when it comes to life, with just knowing when I'm going to go on around, when this is going to be done, when that's going to be complete. I like to be very controlling. Now, this may sound good for business, and I believe from doing this video and from looking into it more recently, I believe it's my worst and best trait. Now, let me give you a bit of context to why I'm actually discussing this, because as I said, I always communicate based on burping, because I'm drinking a beer, sorry. Because it's always based on learnings I've had in the past few days. So the reason I'm talking about, am I too controlling with my management of time and my management of my life and work, is because I fucked up. So let me rephrase it, I messed up. So basically, I've gone and double booked my brands, and it's not, I can sort it out, like, it's not the end of the world, but it's just a bit annoying because it's two huge events. I've got a huge event for both brands, and it's on the same day, and I've only just realised today, and that's my fault, like 100% that's my fault, it's not their fault, and I need to sort that, and I've got to sort that tomorrow, but it's really annoying because it's two really big things for each brand, and I've got to figure that one out. So that's what's drawn me to make this video. Now, you're probably saying, Scott, everyone messes up. That's fine. Like, yes, obviously it's not great for the clients, but people mess up. Like, just don't be so harsh yourself. But when I look further into this, then I really wanted to speak about it. So I'll give you some more to this, because when I leveled up the good and bad points of my controlling tendencies based on my management of time and work and life, I believe the bad points might actually outweigh the good, which is really strange to think at first, but that's why I love doing these videos, because it allows me to understand that. So let me give you an understanding first of how I do manage my time and how I feel I am too controlling. So at the moment, I have an Excel calendar that I believe that's worked the best for me. It's the best thing I found works to manage my time, and if you want to understand how to create a really good to-do list, then definitely go back to my video. I'll put it at the end of this video to make it easier, but I did do a video on how to create a killer to-do list, and that's what I use, is that to-do list. It's an Excel sheet, but doing all the months. Anyway, we don't need to go into that. I also use my phone notes, so Excel spreadsheet, phone notes. I also have saved notes on my laptop, so I like save files, save pages, save documents, just with general notes. I will send emails to myself with notes, and I will just save like loads of links online, online, and on my desktop I will copy the link to my desktop. So there's a lot of avenues. I note take a shit ton, like I note take a lot. So there's a lot of avenues in which I stay very aware. Now, is this too much is the question, and that's the question I pose to myself, is this too much? So let's go to the good and bad points that I've derived from the way I manage my time, and manage my time. So the good points, I believe I stay really aware, unbelievably aware of what's going on. I believe I have, notice the word I say, I believe, we'll get onto that. I believe I have better time management because of it, because I'm very aware of what's going on in each day, so obviously I can space out what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And another one sort of just thought it gives me, improve my customer service, because obviously with my clients, knowing what's going on at every time, and sort of being able to report some things when they ask me questions like that, obviously it gives better service all around when I'm communicating to them. When they say, oh, when's this again? And I just, boom, here it is, because I have it all written down, have it in my leaps of notes. Now, that's all good in saying that. But the bad point is two that are pretty painful. Is one, it's unbelievably stressful. Now, I appreciate in business the stress, 100%. Like, there is stress in business. You'll know that, I know that. But you don't want to necessarily deliberately increase it. Obviously not. So it is stressful having all these notes in these 10 different areas. And another one, I feel like it wastes time. So it's funny because now I'm arguing with the whole, oh, it improves my time management, but now I'm telling you it wastes my time. So then I could argue though, but it's worth the time putting into the planning, so then overall it's better time management. But I believe at the moment it's a bit too messy the way I do it. So like I said, I just think the way I do it is just too much, and I am too controlling in that sense. And I believe why I'm too controlling is, I believe it's very driven by two things: my anxiety and OCD. I don't know if I've communicated much in my videos, I'm sure I have, but I do have unbelievable anxiety. I struggle with it, and OCD, like very OCD with being perfect, and it's that perfection again. So I like to be perfectly organized, and you know the word perfect is the devil's word. That is the word you want to take out of everything in business, and that's whenever that word creeps up, alarm bells shoot off. If you want more understanding on that, go watch my video on 7 reasons why not to be perfect. I'll also link that at the end. So that's why I believe it's driven, which are things I can obviously improve through meditation and blah blah blah. But the issue is, am I too controlling? And my answer is, I think I am. Whether that's because this or that, I need to just look to how to improve it rather than moaning about what's it creating it. So what am I going to do, and what can you do? I think I just need to downgrade on the amount of note-taking. Like, yes, I messed up this brand, and that wasn't because I wasn't organised. I think that was just a genuine mistake. Like, I just have so many notes that it's just very hard. It kind of numbs your brain a little bit. And I just get a bit desensitized to looking at my notes and sort of being as aware and being as on point with looking at all my notes. Whereas maybe if I condensed it down to just one thing, then I know everything is there. Everything is there. I don't need to look anywhere else. Everything is there. Now, the issue this does arise is based on what I've spoken about before, is that and you'll know as an entrepreneur, is that every day when you're doing work, like, you just have idea after idea after idea after idea. And the problem is that you always want to write these ideas down, because usually they're good if you can do them. They're not necessarily bad ideas. It's usually like things like improving the website or improving the social media, like ideas, or someone to go look up to learn from, whatever it is. I get probably over 100 a day in my head, and I do try and write most of them down. So it feels so necessary at that time, but then I just have bankfuls of notes, and I just can never get around to them because I can't humanly spare time for them, and it won't be smart for me to. So again, that's that controlling aspect of that. I'm trying to get every idea I have in my mind down because I think it's the greatest idea at the time. But I'm going to give you a quote now that I have created. I've created, and I've done it in 2 versions and see which hits you stronger, as I believe this communicates exactly what I'm trying to tell you now, and then you'll be able to understand it better. So I'll do 2 versions of the quote. We always have 1,000 thoughts and ideas in our mind. And let me say that again. We always have 1,000 thoughts and ideas in our mind, but only one will change your life. Focus, don't think. And the other version, we always have 1,000 thoughts and ideas in our mind, but we can only do one thing at a time. Focus, don't think. So I think that will give you a bit of more of an understanding of what I'm trying to get at, is that yes, you'll always have 1,000 ideas in your mind, and you're always going to try to control them all the time, so you can go, oh yeah, I've got to do this, it'll do it, it'll create this wealth, it'll create this success, it'll make this buzz. There's always going to be 1,001 things. No matter what you do, no matter if you had enough personnel, if I had a big enough team to complete the 1,000 things in my head every day, I still believe there would be an extra 1,000 things straight the minute after. So that's something I've got to start learning, is that the 1,000 thoughts in my head are not necessary, because at the end of the day I can only change one thing at a time. So I need to stop focusing on these thoughts and just stop note taking them, because they have no purpose, because I don't even go to half these notes. I briefly go to them. I have just a bank full of notes. I just don't go to them, and I believe that makes me more stressed too, trying to over control my time, and therefore spending more, where the whole time management thing with trying to be more efficient with my time is that I'm putting so much time into trying to manage these notes when they're just never going to get done. They're just never ever going to get done. I'd like to think they are, but they're not, because I can't physically do it in the time I have. So that is my end piece on that. So as I said, it's a blog, so it's just discussing what I've been going through the past few days and understanding and learning from it. So I hope you can learn it from these videos as well. And I always give takeaways from each video, so you got some key points of what you have learned from this video. So my takeaway for you is stay organised, but not too organised. And I think I've explained above about how organised I was with the 10 different avenues of lists. Just have one, just or maybe 2. I guess your phone and your laptop, an action plan on your laptop. Don't have 100 different, because you'll become desensitized to it, and it'll just become frustrating, and you will be less likely to look at your notes, and it'll just do your head in, and you'll end up wasting so much time trying to organise them. So just stay organised, but not too organised. And even bigger is just stop listening to the thoughts in your head. Now, people might argue that, saying, oh, but the thoughts, I'm an entrepreneur, and I have amazing thoughts, and I don't doubt that. I think I have some wonderful thoughts every day, and again, I don't doubt that they're not wonderful thoughts, but you have to have a reality check on it, and the reality check is that you're one person, and you can only do one thing at a time, whether you like it or not. Even if you're a superman, you can only do one thing at a time. So at the end of the day, these 1,001 thoughts, only one thought can be done at a time. So just focus on the one thing, then focus on the next thing that is genuinely important based on your situation. Don't overthink 1,001 thoughts. I know they all feel amazing, and I'm still trying to learn how to not be taken away by my thoughts each day of how I can improve things. Just focus on one thing at a time and just move forward. It's so much more straightforward, and I'm still on this learning curve as well, so we'll do it together. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I am tracking, it's 14 minutes, oh well. I hope you enjoyed that video and gained some value from it. That's gone a little blurry. There we go, a bit more clear, sorry for that. Yeah, as always, please comment below any feedback or questions. I enjoyed this video, it was interesting. Made me think. It was more because, as you probably saw, then usually I do structure these videos. I have a bit of writing in front of me just so I know what to cover, but then I just think out loud, and that's what I did more of these videos, and what I find myself doing more, because it just makes it more genuine, because you can genuinely see me learning here then, rather than me figuring everything out and coming to the video. I genuinely understand and learn things in the videos, so it just makes it so much more organic and so much cooler because you get to grab that on video, me actually learning. So I think that's really, really, really cool. Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below any questions or feedback. Obviously, feedback can help me improve it and improve it for yourself. Please follow, or should I say subscribe to my YouTube at Mears, where you are now, and follow me on Facebook at Mears Entrepreneur, Twitter at Mears _. As always, show off this top, one of my favorite quotes: best way to predict the future is create it. Go create your future. Thank you very much for staying for day to day, Scott, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you later, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.